and I liked your character.
Like as in, not as an actor. You love me as an actor.
Exactly. That's why I said
let's get that
character,
straight.
not you. Your character. Do you think it was a pivotal season for him?
Tig's been on the edge for a long time, right? I mean, you know, Tig's the character who, in our clubhouse, we have a big sign that says brains before bullets. With Tig, it's always been bullets before brains. I mean, he literally has killed the wrong person at least once a season, it seems. And it's always a mistake, and he's always, I'm so sorry. It's fucking, you know, I got a big tattoo of Donna on my chest because I accidentally murdered her. I mean, saving the dog last year. I think that Tig, yeah, I think people, they love to hate him, they hate to love him, but I do feel the fans don't want to lose him, and they have turned around the corner, whether they love me as an actor or whatever, but Sutter has done a genius job, I think, of making Tig whole. I'm the complete gambit. I'm fucked up, I've got issues, but I'm loyal. I love the club. Me and Gemma, what's going to happen? Clay's on the way out, and I'm framing him, I'm bawling my eyes out. Charlie doesn't kill me, I'm still alive. So, yeah, I think that when Sutter writes for me, it's a great day for the Sons of Anarchy because it's hard to write for 10 leads. And it's hard to write for some amazing guest stars all the time, you know what I mean? And him and his crack staff do a great job in doing that. And so I love playing him. But I do think that people, at least I hope, they see the humanity in this really fucked up world that Tig lives in.
Well, there were some moments last season that seemed really iffy as to whether or not he might make it to the end of the season. I mean, did you know that you would make it through?
I did know, yeah. I did know. But I don't like to know too much. You know what I'm saying? I like to, Sutter's really good with me. He'll tell me straight up, he told me straight up 6 weeks before that very first episode where I watched my daughter, and I had 2 daughters in real life, die in front of me, burned to death. He told me 6 weeks, and when he told me, I started to cry. I mean, I really did. I mean, not hard, but it's like, how am I going to do this, right? And so I had a lot of help with I have a shrink buddy, Sam Alibrando, who's an amazing doctor, and I talked a lot about the human emotions, what goes through you and something like that, because how would you ever begin to even tap into something like that as an actor? So he helped me a lot. And then, yeah, we filmed it over 2 nights. I didn't shower, I didn't come home. I stayed in handcuffs the whole time. The props guys literally saved my career because, you ever had handcuffs on you guys? They are, when Tig was pulling to get, I would have ripped my hands right off. But they got these fake leather bangles that they put on top so I could really, without ripping my hands off, because I'm a method actor, and so I would have done some damage to my hands pretty bad. But so I thanked a lot of people for that. But in the end, that's a golden moment. I'll never forget that scene ever. I'll never forget that. What Tig, and it propelled Tig for the rest of the season, right? I mean, last season Tig was off the leash. He was completely off the leash. This year, I'm kind of back on the leash.
Would you say he's a survivor because he survived his daughter's dying, he survived Jack's possibly killing him, so he survived prison? Do you think he's going to be the one to survive it all?
What a great question. I don't know. Ask Kurt. None of us know. You know, I mean, Sutter does a great job, and this is Hamlet metaphorically, right? I mean, it is. And if that means Hamlet, we're all going to die. Everyone's going to be dead at the end. But maybe not. So who knows? All I know is it's been a great ride. I love playing the guy. I can't wait to move on. That's God's honest truth. I've had a great time. But the next show is going to be my show. It really is. I'm so excited about finding the television world as a regular, which I've never done before. I've done arcs, which I'd love to do, but never as a regular. And FX and John Landgraf and Kurt Sutter and the entire team here have awakened me at that. What have I been waiting for? I mean, some of the best stuff is on television these days, it seems to me. With all the movies I've done, I'm really glad that I'm on this show.
You mentioned Hamlet, so do you think your character is the one left to tell the tale?
Yeah, I don't know. We all thought that was Ryan Hurst, you know? We all thought he was the Horatio of the piece, and I guess not. Because Opie, you know, he took one for the team last season, so I don't know. I don't know what Sutter's thinking. I think we're on the other side of the mountain now. We're coming down. It's almost done. I think the fans have loved it. They're going to be sad when it's over. But there's going to be a beautiful little library for everybody to have. The fans are going to have the 7 seasons of the most amazing stuff, if you're a fan, that they've ever had, and they'll enjoy it.
Did that moment of losing Ryan and being this close to the end of the show now really kind of make everybody feel like you could start losing more of you guys now that, you know, obviously everybody can't survive this?
I think what Kurt did was he shocked everybody. I mean, I should have been probably killed a couple of times. Theo Rossi, Clay, everyone wants Clay dead. I mean, seriously. But Ryan, best friend, I think he just shocked the world with that in a way. He shocked us. But we love Opie, you know, he was amazing on the show. And we're all going to get our turn eventually on the show.
You get to choose exactly how your character goes out. Have you sat down with Kurt and tried to work that out?
No, we get to choose. No way. I've thought about it, though.
Yeah?
I really have. I mean, how many bullets is it going to take for me to finally, you know, go down? Maybe I'll choke in a sandwich. I mean, seriously. I don't even know. That's part of the sort of genius, I think, is we really don't know where he's going with this mayhem.
You also have the most unpredictable character, it seems at times. What for you really tickles your funny bone when you're playing this character?
You know what? That's a great question. You know what I love more than anything is humor. I mean, all the movies I've done, all the television I'm now doing, humor is my next deal. When this is done, I'm doing a comedy. Right here, I'm telling you right now. All my people, I'm going to be picking my nose and I'm going to be eating it. I'm telling you, I'm doing a flat-out fucking dark comedy. And everybody's excited on my team. Everybody's working on it already. I just love comedy. And I think Kurt does a great job. There's never enough comedy for me, if you ask me honestly. But when he does, and he throws me bones, like with Venus last year, that was some great stuff with me and Walton, man. If I must say so, I thought that was awesome. So I love comedy. I can't wait.
So if you're going to go out in that character, you want Venus to be there this time?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Walton's such a great actor, and that's part of the entire, you know, guest stars that come on the show. We have some of the greatest people that want to do everyone wants to be on the show as a guest star, and when they do, Kurt doesn't disappoint because he gives them lots to do.
What's your favorite film character?
Film?
Yes.
You know what? I did a little movie that no one really saw. I won an award for acting for it at the Pasadena Film Festival. It's called King of Sorrow. King of Sorrow. It's one of the most harrowing, wonderful piece that I think I've ever done of all the movies I've done. That one stands out. Waterworld was kind of a special one at the time for me, you know, becoming a young actor, doing all these big films. And Kevin Costner's such a good buddy of mine. Black Hawk Down will always be as a very anti-war but pro-truth guy like I am. That true story. Filming that in Morocco right before the towers came down, November 11th, 2001. September 11th, in 2001. I'll never forget Black Hawk Down. I love working, period. I'm a working actor. I'm very blessed. I work very hard at it. And so I'm a very lucky guy.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.